Now, 1,500 jobs are to be lost at two councils in our region. Gloucestershire County and Wolverhampton City Council both unveiled their budget plans today.
Services in both areas will also be affected as the councils battle to save millions. Joanne Riddle has the details.
Gloucestershire County Council has approved £114 million in cuts over the next 4 years. They include the loss of 1,000 jobs. 22 youth centres could close unless volunteers can run them. 10 libraries will go, and 4 daycare centres will close.
I think we've had to make some really tough decisions today, and clearly we had a lot of money that we had to save, and clearly we had a lot of things that we needed to balance out. But I think the main thing that we've agreed today is to protect services for the most vulnerable in our society.
Mandy Brown has severe learning disabilities. She's here for her weekly riding lesson in Cheltenham. She spends 3 days a week at a daycare centre in Gloucester, which will now close.
I've got some friends there that I've known through school that I go to, I used to go to, and I just don't want to see it close for the ones that are, and the staff there are brilliant.
Users of affected daycare centres will be offered alternative services. Meanwhile, around 500 staff working for Wolverhampton City Council are facing redundancy.
We're going to put some resource into retraining people so they are able to take advantages of what few opportunities remain. But regrettably, particularly with the loss of the specific grants like Working Neighbourhoods Fund, some people are going to be losing their posts within the next 2 or 3 months.
Union leaders were quick to react. The council says it needs to find £60 million in savings over the next 5 years. Another £40 million had already been identified.
We're going to see millions and millions of pounds cut from public services. There are going to be over 500 jobs to go, of which about 300 are going to go immediately. So there's going to be even more unemployment in Wolverhampton, and the people living in the city are going to suffer because services are just going.
One of the ways the council says it could save money is by selling some of the property it owns, like this one in the centre of Wolverhampton, which was used by various voluntary groups but has been standing empty for 4 years. It cost the council £40,000 a year in security services. The savings include £35 million in the next 12 months. They'll go before the Cabinet in a week's time for discussion. Joanne Riddle, BBC Midlands Today.
Still to come here on